All right, so it's time to argue again. This time we are here to talk about the most debatable topics trending in the world of football. And it's Soccer Punch, and I'm your host, Josiah. Well, today, the issue at hand, which we'll be discussing today, would actually be digested and dissected, is about the Ghana Premier League, which has seen its champions, which is Samatex. This is their second season in the top flight, but then they have been able to emerge champions in the 2023-2024 season. But the Giants are still battling for their lives. They are trying to at least keep their Premier League status alive. We are talking about Heart of Folk, who are 21 Ghana Premier League champions, as well as Oak Asante Kotoko, who have won the league a record 24 times. And you find these two teams not even in the top half of the table. And the question is that, are these two teams declining, or are they losing their status as giants in Ghana Premier League folklore? And I have two gentlemen here with me. In white is Courage, a very, very courageous Courage, and also in black is a forceful Force. Welcome, gentlemen. Let me start off with you, Courage. Do you think that these two teams are gradually losing their status as giants in Ghana football?
Absolutely no. To begin with, as you mentioned earlier, they have 4 international trophies combined. Yeah. Which is,
and the last time they won one was in 2004 when Hearts won the Confederation.
Yes, but then I also don't remember the last time any of the underdogs won any international trophy. So they still maintain their status as the giants.
But we are talking about Ghana Premier League.
So talking of Ghana Premier League, let's count down from 2021. As a folk were the champions. Yeah. Then the following year, Asante Kotoko emerged winners. It's just been two horrible seasons for these clubs, which Mediaman Sporting Club won the previous one, then the current champions, Samatex. I don't think it's something bad to discuss, because you see there are phases in football. Every team faces challenges. Some midway through the season, some the beginning of the season, and then this all combined to highlight the year and the preview. So you see, if you look at a team like House of Folk, I think they went almost 11 years without trophy. Yeah. When trophy dry out, I think
that's the GPL.
GPL, yes. They came when they were winning the GPL. They did a double. They won the FA Cup as well.
Yeah, and the Super Cup.
Super Cup, yes. They won. I think that they won 4 trophies in under one calendar year. Yeah. So you see, Asante Kotoko has been doing it consistently for some time now. The only thing is, you see, even let's look at the standard, which is the EPL. There was a time Leicester City came in when there were likes of Liverpool, Chelsea, Manchester City. You see, in Italy as well, there are times Juventus dominated, and then it came to Inter Milan, and then now AC Milan and co. You see, look at this season. You go to Germany, it's Bayern Leverkusen season. Where's Dortmund? Where's Bayern Munich? Yeah. So it's just a turnaround. It's just a normal phase in football.
But I'm talking about these teams really losing their status as powerhouses. We also, encompass their performances in Africa in continental games. And Heart of Folk in back-to-back seasons are still languishing in the bottom 5, with 2 games to go.
You see, in spite of all this, there are times these teams, these underdogs, there are times they win a competition, but then they are not able to represent the nation in continental stages. Yeah. Remember Heart of Lions? They won the FA Cup, but what happened? They couldn't represent Ghana at the CAF level. Yeah. It took a certain House of Folk, a declining House of Folk, who were not able to perform during that same season to go and represent Ghana.
First,
so no matter what, they still maintain that giant status. Yes.
All right, first, do you think these two teams or shouldn't be called giants anymore as far as Ghana League is concerned, or Ghana football is concerned?
The problem you've had in this country is the fact that we have been able to celebrate mediocrity to an extent that a team that is battling relegation is still being called a great club. You understand? I mean, for the past 12 years, House of Folk has been able to win the league just once. Yeah. Kotoko has been up and top.
They've won about 4 or 5 times, right?
Adriana Stars, Brickham Chelsea, currently Samatex.
Yeah.
Wow
Stars.
Mediaman.
We saw Wow Stars.
Wow Stars. These are teams that have been able to win the championship in the face of declining momentum from House of Folk and Asante Kotoko. You see, we perch these clubs on the same level as TP Mazembe, El Ali, Etoile du Sahel,
Club Africain.
Club Africain. All the big clubs when it comes to the African continent. Can you sincerely and genuinely tell me that today we can put in the same stable House of Oak and Asante Kotoko with the rest of the clubs that I've been able to mention? Absolutely not. So on what basis are we saying that they are not declining? On what basis? House of Oak went to the Champions League, I think, last 3 seasons.
Yes.
And they were walloped.
Yeah, in the prelims.
In the prelims by one Casablanca. They were absolutely annihilated. They were absolutely disgraced. I get to the point.
But in context, are we looking at continental football, or we are just looking?
Whatever transcends
the Ghana Premier League itself.
Whatever transcends the Ghana Premier League goes onto the continental stage. So when your greatness transcends your local league, where do you go? You go and then dominate Europe. That is what El Ali has been able to do. That is what TP Mazembe has been able to do. You don't expect me to compare Asante Kotoko, to compare House of Oak to Dreams FC. That's practically impossible because these are two different envisions altogether. I get to the point. So you ask yourself, are they declining? They already declined.
And when do you think the declining moment started? When do you think?
You see, you can pinpoint a particular moment, especially when you have two teams whose management structure has been so poor, especially House of Oak. Because since Togbe came into the picture, Togbe is a smart investor. I get to the point. He's putting up structures, he's putting up edifices to match the pedigree of House of Oak. But when it comes to the playing field, it's been very shambolic. You see, you look at the management of House of Oak, and then when Freddie Moore was the CEO, Freddie Moore was earning $12,000 a month, and then you compare that to what the players are earning. And at the end of the day, when you look at the stakeholders that form the basis of a club, it is the important structures are the footballers.
Okay, let me quickly bring you in.
Please come in. So at the end of the day, we say that based on the statistics, based on the fact, these two clubs can never hold themselves as the biggest in Ghana football. Yes, based on fans, you can say that, but based on achievement, based on current performances, they are not.
Right, they've won. These two teams combined have won half of the last 10 league titles in Ghana football. You still think they still have what it takes to be called giants?
Yes, it's just fair enough to call give them their own title.
Yeah.
You see,
is it based on the trophies they won in past seasons, or it's about what they're still achieving?
It's collective.
Okay.
You see,
so were Liverpool still giants when they went 30 years without a trophy? Yes. The Premier League titles, they were still giants.
Class is permanent.
Okay.
Form is temporary. Yes. So you see, aside even off the pitch, they're able to control the maximum numbers. They possess.
It's not because they are traditional class and they already have.
Yes. So to acquire such status takes a lot. It requires a lot. So they've gone through.
But first, you agree with that due to the fact that they are traditional class and they still hold the biggest fan base in Ghana collectively, then
it is on that basis that I say that we are celebrating mediocrity. I get to the point because even when Liverpool had gone 30 years without a trophy,
they were still giants.
They were still one of the biggest clubs in.
Was that mediocrity?
That is mediocrity. For the past 12 years, how many times has House of Oak been able to represent Ghana in African competitions, both the CAF Confederations Cup and the CAF Champions League? How many times have Kotoko been able to do that? The last time they were beaten, annihilated by Kadiogo. You see, so when we say that these are traditional clubs, yes, they are traditional clubs. They are always going to be the biggest club in Ghana. But when you talk about the performances of late, the performances are not matching up to the standard that we have known these people. Because in 2004, when the newly formed CAF Confederations Cup, it was House of Oak who won it against Commercial Asante Kotoko. That was the first time that two clubs from the same country had competed.
So would you say that was the moment the declining started?
I can say so because from then till now, House of Oak and Asante Kotoko has never been able to make any impact.
You think that's enough to say they are not?
As mentioned earlier, to be huge is collective.
Yeah.
You see, whenever the players are representing their national teams, who has the maximum numbers?
I think it's
these House of Oak and Kotoko, and then they still attract the biggest players in Ghana here.
That is a big lie. When was the last time House of Oak we are talking about has been able to transfer a player from the local scene onto Europe? That was Baba Rahman. 10 years ago. Where did he go?
He went straight to Europe, Switzerland.
Which country?
Switzerland.
Switzerland. Which team?
Yes.
FC Zurich.
That is the mediocrity we are talking about because at the end of the day, his contract nearly ran out.
All right, so this is where we draw the curtains on this. It's been fireworks, blockbuster here on the Soccer Punch, and I was joined by Force and also Courage to do the discussion for me. My name is Josiah, but then don't forget to also drop your comments. My name is Josiah. See you again next time on the Soccer Punch. Bye.